Ndị be anyị ekenere m unu. Asị m ka nke e chiri ya zelu. Asị m unu ụtụtụ ọma, ehihie ọma, mgbede ọma, site n'ebe isi wee na-esore anyị n'ụbọchị nke taa na Eastern News 24. Anyị si na ọ ya dịrị onye ọbụla na mma kada bụ ndị na-esore anyị n'ilu akwụkwọ n'ihe anyị na-ebe dị iche iche. N'ụbọchị nke taa anyị si na ọ ya dịrị anyị Igbo na mma na anyị yarị ka echi na echi ede agwụ agwụ. Ife anyị na-akpọ ya bụ ife wetara n'ụbọchị nke taa bụ ife anyị na-akpọ ya bụ morning tea n'ilu akwụkwọ. Ihe a bụ gbasịta maka ya bụ ihe na-eme na obodo anyị nọ n'ime ya, ana gbasịta maka nwere onwe ndị Igbo na-azọ. Dịka o si dị, o nwere ihe Biafran Prime Minister kwuru n'ilu akwụkwọ nwetara unu ka unu ga ya bụ ife, unu ga-esi ya bụ ife na tinye alụ nke unu ife unu chere gbasịta maka ihe ndị a niile o kwugasị n'ilu akwụkwọ dị iche iche n'ụbọchị nke taa na morning tea. Dịka ị na-ege ya bụ ife, dropkwara your own comment n'ilu akwụkwọ, ọ dịkwa nnukwu mkpa. All right, over to you, sir.
Thank you so much, our rep. Thank you, our minister, the Minister of Information, Media and Communication, Honorable Mazi Sonny Akwarawa, and all media personnel working on behalf of the Biafra government for our restoration project. Also, thanks to our rep, Mazi Luke Iwunze, and admin, Mazi Ayochukwu Asiebu, for all the support. On behalf of the Biafrans in Australia, we welcome all and sundry to this occasion. Greetings, Your Excellency, Prime Minister of Biafra government, both in exile and in homeland, Mazi Simon Ekpa Njoku, the Universal Peace Ambassador, and all the honorable cabinet members here present, lovers of freedom, friends of Biafra, ladies and gentlemen of the press. You are all welcome to this program tonight. Prime Minister, I will begin this address by using one of your quotes, which says, "When a man is denied the right to live the life he believes in, he had no choice but to become an outlaw." Prime Minister, this is the situation the Biafra people have found themselves in Nigeria, which system was deliberately set up against our people who cannot find a good paying job after wasted years of studying. The businesses we managed to set up after everything else has failed will either have to be physically or systematically destroyed by the terrorist Nigerian government, both federal and state, time after time unabated. With the current situation of Nigeria at the moment, sir, there is no hope, even for the next 50 generations to come. A dark cloud is hovering over the Nigerian state. Meanwhile, the sun is about to rise and shine in Biafra and never to dim for eternity. 2nd of December 2024, date is sacrosanct for the restoration of independent state of Biafra nation, which is the alternative to Nigerian terrorist state. To achieve this enormous task, the Prime Minister set up 4 mechanisms. First, the diplomatic approach. You all understand what is going on between our lobbyists and that of the Minister of Wajema, the Honorable Okechukwu Nkere, and our COS, Dr. Ngozi Orabueze. The news is all over the place, and that's put Nigeria in the corner they don't want to be on. That is the first that the government set up. And the second is the political approach to this liberation, who gave birth to the self-referendum voting that is ongoing in Biafra territory have garnered over 50 million votes. This is one of the pillars that the government of Biafra stand on. The third is the civil disobedience, which is an introduction of this at home that the Prime Minister introduced at the beginning of his administration that have saved thousands of lives of Biafrans and counting. This is one of the pillars of the government that will give us that independence that we so desire. And the fourth one is the armed struggle approach, which gave birth to Biafra Defense Forces, which include the Biafra Liberation Army, the Resistance Fighters, and the Dragon Marines, and all armed carrying personnel of the Biafra Defense Forces. Just a couple of days ago, they neutralized the IDP camp that the terrorist state of Nigeria wanted to set up in Ehimambano. This is one of the catalysts. The Biafra Defense Forces is here to do the needful, and they will continue to do the needful on behalf of the government of Biafra. Fellow citizens, these 4 pillars of the government is what will bring us that so much independence, restoration of Biafra that we want. But the issue is that each and every this mechanism costs money, a lot of it. And the Biafra government has made it possible for our people to fund this liberation by different means. through weekly fundraising, the Biafra Liberation Tax, the IOU loan, the town hall meetings like this one that the Prime Minister always attends every weekend. And recently, the Biafra Freedom Raffle Draw. Every Ejema race goes towards the freedom of our nation, Biafra. Let us support this Prime Minister to achieve his promise to hand over freedom to the next generation of Biafrans, because when Biafra government succeed, we, the citizens, succeed, and the better for all. This is the government of the people, by the people, and for the people. The Biafran independent freedom is non-negotiable, and all hands must be on deck to actualize this dream by any means possible. It has to be done. Once again, welcome Prime Minister and your cabinet to Australia. Airborne! Thank you so much. Prime Minister.
Airborne, airborne. Wonderful. Well speech. Well said. Thank you, Mazi Godwin. You captured it all. And you've just, I mean, I know when Mazin Nandekano will say that PM takes word from his heart. You've done exactly that today. And we are so grateful. And now I am going to bring my own welcome speech, which I will do right now. Your Excellency, Prime Minister Mazi Simon Ekpa, my honorable members of the cabinet, Biafra Republic government in exile, and there are lots of honorable members that are represented here today from all across the world. Thank you for tuning in to Australia. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, it is my honor and great pleasure to welcome the Prime Minister, the good guy, the Ambassador of Peace, Obato Bie of the United States of Biafra, on behalf of Biafrans in Australia and Oceania. We are indeed delighted to have you visit us again. It is now less than 2 months to the historic event of the redeclaration of the Biafran Republic, precisely December 2nd, 2024, at Lahti in Finland. We have noticed a remarkable turn of events as this date draws near. Over the past months, we have seen amazing breakthroughs with our lobbyists making waves in Washington, D.C. with people that matters, from the Speaker of the House to many other senators in the United States of America. Our diplomatic approach is paying off big time. Our Honorable COS, Dr. Ngozi Orabeze, represented Biafra in South Korea on the International Women Peace Conference. And she delivered a powerful message that have Biafra in the map. Unlike the founder of the Boko Haram and the vice president of Nigeria, who went to the United Nations Assembly in New York only to advocate for the independence of the Palestinians, while doing everything within their power to extinguish the people of the eastern Nigeria. We thank Chukwuemeka Biama for raising you to free over 70 million people. Your Excellency, I see your post about the Botswana how each family donated a cow to build a university for their beloved country. And up to today, the citizens not only study free of charge, but also they are paid allowances for attending university. This is a unique aspect of Ndibo that I grew up with. How the community will put resources together to solve problems and train their children. I remember growing up, people, whenever there is need in the community, our palm trees will no longer belong to the individual family. The whole community will set a day when all the palm trees in the community will be harvested at the same time. And all the produce from the palm tree will be used as, you know, to represent every family. Nobody is defranchised, nobody, you know, nobody is neglected. That is what I experienced growing up in Biafra land. And hearing and seeing that that spirit has lifted such a standard in Botswana make me to know that hope is coming back to us, because we are people who never leave anyone behind. We've always carried the interest of all our people together with us. You know, we have demonstrated this through your leadership in self-funding all the activities of the Biafra Republic government in exile. From the moment you take over leadership, what we have achieved has always been on self-funding. We don't have anyone giving us money somewhere, but from us, amongst us, we have continually moving the call, moving the task, and making sure that we are where we are today. And the same spirit we wanted to see from all of us who are here today, to show your commitment in sustaining the ongoing battle to free ourselves once and for all. Everyone will have the opportunity to ask our PM questions, but everyone that is here, you have an opportunity to be part of history. You have an opportunity to write your name in gold. Stop watching from the sideline. Come December 2nd, history will be made. Biafra is no more a dream. Biafra is a reality. So we welcome our PM to Australia and welcome everyone that have joined us today. You are not here by accident, you are here on purpose. I want to thank you and look forward to such an amazing response from all of us that are here in making sure that Biafra is no more a laughing stock, but as our names are beginning to be engrafted in the League of Nations, this is our finest moment. I want to thank you, my Prime Minister, and really look forward to what you're going to share with us, and looking forward to being with you come November 29. It's going to be historic. Australia will not be left behind. We will be there in person. Thank you. God bless the United States of Biafra. Thank you. Thank you again.
Anong kan pie Adande bonande gode. Thank you. Dalo nukwada.
Hello.
My PM, it's
Good
your turn,
afternoon.
please.
Good afternoon, my fellow Biafrans in Australia. Good afternoon, Biafrans all over the world that will be watching this later on, and those of you who have hooked live on different platforms. I welcome all of you this afternoon to the Australia tour. I am very, very happy. I'm very glad that one of our brother who make a speech, a welcome speech before the Ambassador Ewunze touched 4 cardinal points. So it gives me joy that people are not just following shiftlessly the struggle and the liberation of Biafra, that they're actually taking note of the event and following the movement and the activities of the Biafra government with keen interest. It shows that we are not just doing things on our own, that people are actually taking records. I appreciate him for that. You know, when we talk about the multidimensional approach to our freedom, which has never been done since the history of Biafra. This is the very first time that the Biafra liberation and the struggle is being fought using multidimensional approach. And that's why within short period of time, we're able to record the kind of success that is mind-blowing to many people. They even say we are doing photoshopping. All the success that the government has recorded today, the criminals who have deceived Biafrans for 13 years thought that they were all fake. Because to them, that is exactly what they have done for the past 13 years. But in the just 2 years, we have been able to break doors, break camel backs, break many jinx to be where we are today. My fellow Biafrans, I want you to know the call for Biafra self-determination is deeply rooted in historical grievances and economic disparity, which has directly affected you and your children. It is not only that. I want you to also understand that this self-determination for Biafra, the hunger for self-determination for Biafra, has also come as a result of the socio-political marginalization and now with the renewed Islamic Usman Dan Fodio jihadist, expansionist conquest, which is being resisted ruthlessly by the Biafra forces today. Our struggle and the liberation for Biafra has become a struggle for survival of you, your household, and your children. I am talking to the Biafra people now. For over 50 million Biafrans, which many of you are part of, who already voted in the ongoing Biafra self-referendum. The argument for leaving Nigeria is not just about our identity, but it's all about the survival of our people. It is all about for peace. It is all about for our unity. It is for equity and progress and justice. Because anywhere there is absence of justice, what you have in place is anarchy. My fellow Biafrans, we have seen the paradigm shift in the course of this, our Biafra liberation, under my leadership and under Biafra government. As you all can see, the meetings and consultation with the members of the U.S. Congress continue to receive a desired attention. Our aim and objective is this multidimensional approach will at the same time be putting Biafra on the global stage, the global discussion. We are not one with Nigeria. We are pulled apart. The ethnic diversity is a very dangerous one. And today, the Biafrans in Australia will have the opportunity to be briefed on some of the high-level meetings of the United States with the United States officials. Biafra will be the beginning of civilization in Africa. And that's what many people are scared of. But you see, like the Israel Prime Minister, we will win with or without you. We have taken the Biafra liberation to the global stage for the very first time since after the war. Even during the Biafra war, Biafra discussion, Biafra issue, Biafra cause, Biafra case were not in the global stage. The only reason that the Biafra case came to the global stage was as a result of the images coming from the dying children in Biafra land. That was the only thing that put Biafra on the global stage. And when the United States of America was contemplating supporting Biafra, those that were in the leadership of the Biafra then have no knowledge, they have no contact details, they have no lobbyists in the United States who could actually make them understand what is going on, and then also who could educate the policymakers and the decision makers of the United States. That didn't happen. Today, under my leadership and under this Biafra government, which is the government of the people, we have corrected that mistake. We have taken this liberation and the issue of Biafra to the stage that has never, where it has never been before, for the very first time. I will share with you some of the key outcomes of some recent meeting with the United States Congress regarding the recognition of Biafra independence. My fellow Biafrans in Australia and beyond, we met with the most senior members of the United States Congress. We met with the most senior members of the US government, including the Speaker of the House of Representatives, Mike Johnson, the third highest official of the US government, the chairman of the House Foreign Affairs Committee, Michael McCall, and a plethora of members of Congress. These members are now well educated about Biafra. It has never happened in the history of Biafra and Nigeria. We are closely working after being briefed, after educating these people, decision makers. We are now closely working with them to form a new Biafra policy for the US government, which until now, currently has not had one.
Dalụline na ụmụ ife ka unu si wee na-esoro anyị n'idu akwụkwọ na Eastern News 24 n'ụbọchị nketa anyị na-akpọ ya Morning Tea. Unu anụgonu ya bụ ife mgbakọrịta ụka ya bụ ife Maazị Simon Ekpa bụ Biafran Prime Minister or Biafran Public Government na-eze dịka o si dị n'afọ ka o si ada n'iru akwụkwọ. Gịnị ka ị nwere ikwu gbasịta maka ya bụ ife ndị a niile kwugasị n'iru akwụkwọ dị iche iche dropụla ya on the comment section below. Ọzọ dịkwa ka ibi ya bụ na nke a bụ ụbọchị izizi gị na-esorela anyị n'iru akwụkwọ, onye na-afụ ya bụ ihe onyonyo anyị kaba alụ ka ị like ya and turn on notification, share kwe ka o wetakwa ndị ọzọ ụmụnne anyị